Whoa, oh my God. Wow, is this car so good? All right, guys, so thanks again to BMW of Tenafly in Tenafly, New Jersey for giving me this car to review. This is a 2017 F80 M3 with a 6-speed manual transmission. Now, to just give you my BMW history, I've had an E90 M3, Interlagos Blue 6-speed manual slick top, which means no sunroof, just like this car. I had that car for 6 years and one of the best cars I ever owned. Before that, I had an E46 M3, Laguna Seca Blue 6-speed manual coupe, slick top, again, no sunroof. Also, one of the best cars I ever owned. So now is the F80 M3. I drove these cars when it first came out. I didn't have a YouTube channel, but I drove one of the first M4s, which is essentially a two-door version of this car. And I remember how crazy fast it was, especially compared to my E90 M3. I mean, that's a great car in itself with a V8, 414 horsepower, red line at 8,400 RPM, but you know, putting twin turbochargers changes the whole thing. Okay, so the F80 M3 here in the United States came out in model year 2015. This is a 2017 and is certified pre-owned. So I'll link at the end of the video who you can contact at BMW of Tenafly if you want to purchase it. And it's certified pre-owned, so you know the maintenance is up to date and the car needs nothing. Now, just to give you some specs on the car, again, a 2017 model. So it has a 3-liter twin turbocharged straight six, producing 425 horsepower, and it weighs about 3,500 pounds. This car is really just a blast to drive. So the F80 M3 compared to the E92 and the E46 has grown. Right now, the BMW M2 is essentially the same size as an E46 M3. Well, this car is about the same size as an older 5 Series. So I'm 6 feet tall, 180 pounds. I can sit behind myself, no problem in this car. I'm actually seriously considering selling my S8 and going into an equivalent F80 M3. That's how much I like it. So I've driven the dual clutch cars before, and the dual clutch is really excellent. It's a step above the E92 dual clutch, and it is a blast to drive. We're going to have a long-term test of a dual clutch. I have a subscriber to the channel that's going to allow me to drive his competition package F80 M3 with a dual clutch for a week. So I'm going to commute in heavy traffic with it the whole bit, and we'll see how that compares. But the good news is here we have a manual transmission. Now, I always like the manuals because they're more involving. You know, depending how many they sell, and if years from now they don't even make stick shifts anymore, you know, your best bet for a car to hold its value, I think, or to even go up in value, like the E46 M3 and the E92 M3, is getting a manual transmission. So they're very easy to drive. If you haven't driven stick before, the clutch is nice and light, if I remember correctly, and it even doesn't roll back on hills. So that's the biggest thing when you're first driving stick. Even a little hill is a lot of hill to you when you're first doing it, and you know, you're afraid to roll backwards, back in the car in front of you. You don't have any worries with this because BMW holds you on that hill for 2 seconds, and that's more than you'll ever need. Now, this car is equipped with just the options you need and none of the options you don't need. So it's certified pre-owned. It has, you know, over a year left on the factory warranty. And then as a CPO car, you get an additional year. So that makes a big difference. Not only is the car going to be up to spec as far as maintenance goes, needs nothing as far as tires and brakes goes. Now you'll have the factory warranty, and then when the factory warranty expires, which is a 4-year, 50,000 warranty from the original in service date, you'll get an extra year on top of it. So I buy all my BMWs from BMW dealers. Don't take a chance buying from an eBay dealer or somebody else because the car is not certified. They could say they do their own inspection. Trust me, they're not doing it like a BMW dealer. Their BMW is obviously held to a higher standard. So I got my E90 M3, my E46 M3, my M2. I got them all from BMW dealers, and that's why I've had zero problems with those cars. So you're going to do the same here, and you're going to have a real good car. And you can actually buy this actual car. It's for sale right now. Remember to leave comments below of what car you want me to review at BMW Tenafly. You can check out their inventory and let me know, new or used, what car you want me to review next, and I'm sure they'll provide it to me. All right, so let's take a look at the interior. And this is beautiful. Well, the exterior first is beautiful Silverstone. I haven't really seen Silverstone in person in a very long time. I remember it on the E39 M5, and I recently saw a new M5 with the competition package that had it. Was gorgeous. So this color is gorgeous. You know I like blue from watching the channel. For the M3s, I always like Yasmarina blue, but I think this is the color. I think Silverstone is it. Especially with this interior, the Shakira orange interior, if I'm pronouncing it right, I think it's probably the best color combo that there is out there, and I highly recommend this this color combo. This has got the Harman Kardon stereo, which sounds great. I can't play a song for you because I couldn't monetize the video, but trust me, it sounds very good. And you have navigation, so you have your iDrive controller here. Well, let's take a look at the interior. Then we're going to take it for a drive. And then at the end of the drive, I'll tell you what I like and I don't like about the F80 M3. So remember, if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, like and share this video so our channel can grow. Go to BMW Tenafly's website and make a comment below what car you want me to review next. All right, so what I love about BMWs, as far as the interior goes, I like everything about it. But what I really like is the steering wheel. I think M cars have this nice thick steering wheel, but it's not too thick. You could drive this car all day and you won't get a cramp in your hands. Even in my McLaren 570S, I feel when I drive that car a long period of time, my hands start cramping up. But this is like the perfect size. You got great grips here. It's easy to do 9 and 3. And then obviously you can press all the buttons on the steering wheel here for volume or mode, or set your cruise control because it's right at your fingertips. The gauges are really good. And you can see neutral here, and I thought that actually was just for the dual clutch cars, but this is a manual. So when I put it in gear, it'll actually tell me what gear we want, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. And that's all you need. You don't need 7 speeds like a 911. And I love this carbon fiber trim. If you can see here on the dash, it's a very sunny day, so I don't know how good that's gonna come out. But it really looks pretty sharp to me. And then you have all your buttons here for suspension and steering. And of course, the most important thing is this, the manual transmission. Air conditioning works great. It's a real hot May day here in New Jersey. And one of the few sunny days we have. In the spring, it rains a lot. So it actually is really good. And here we have, this is the engine start and stop button, and this is the automatic when you're stopped at lights. I think I have it off now. If I press it on, it would probably shut off to supposedly save gas. And you can see the door panels here, how good they look in the orange. And it's like a real dark orange is the way I would describe it. I hope it comes out that way on camera. So as far as options goes, this car has all the right options. I'm going to pull out the option sheet now. And like I said, it has navigation, it has a wireless hotspot, it has the 19-inch M wheels, which are a $1,200 option, Silverstone metallic, which is a $700 option. The Shakira orange and black leather interior looks to me like a $950 option. And again, on top of that, this car only has 24,000 miles. It has a Wi-Fi hotspot and wireless charging. So far, first impressions, well, the steering is really nice and tight and accurate. It's got a good weight to it. You could change it here in different modes, whether you wanted it Sport or Sport Plus. The suspension I always leave in Comfort, and I put the other stuff in Sport Plus. I think that's the best way to drive the car. Now, this car is just amazing to drive. Holy, whoa. And just the pull that you have from down low. So you have that torque available at 1,800 RPM, which is really amazing. So 0 to 60, this car with the dual clutch is about 3.9 seconds. With this manual transmission, it's a little slower, about 4.1. But I can tell you right now, and again, I'm going to experience a long-term test. Ooh, on a have to turn around. This is dead end on a dual clutch, but this is. It's just definitely more involving. Now, I get it if you have to work in the city or something like that, and you don't want to do shifting every day. I get it. I don't want to do shifting all day long either. The turning radius is really good. Let's turn around right now. Ooh, and the torque is available down low. It's really amazing. I wish my E90 M3 was like this. All right, let's try a little acceleration here. We can't exceed the speed limit, but whoa, oh my God. Wow, is this car so good? Wow, this is amazing. Oh, look at the handling here going around the turn. This is a real nice tight turn. And I just like how the back end feels. This back end feels a lot more planted to me. You know, a good driver can really get a lot out of this car. And if you're not such a good driver, you know what? This will help you be a good driver, this car. It rewards driving fast, and I think you could hop in and be fast immediately. Wow, so some of these back roads, you could really go around these turns here. Oh man, is this just a perfect car? Again, feedback through the wheel is really good. It's really precise. I can really place the car exactly where I want it. The brakes stop you on a dime. I like steel brakes way better than ceramic. So my 570S came in ceramic, so I had to take them, but I always prefer steel. On the road, they work better. You know, ceramic brakes don't work that good when it's cold. Ceramic brakes are noisy, they're very expensive to replace, and they're too grabby. So here I can modulate the brakes really well. The clutch is so easy, wow. This car is totally transformed. Now again, I have limited dual clutch in an M3 and M4, limited experience with that. The dual clutch is great, it's fantastic. If you were going through a track or your favorite mountain road with your buddy in front of you with a dual clutch, no matter how good you are with this manual trans, and I feel that I'm pretty good, I've been driving it since I was 17 or really before that, I can tell you, you want to be able to keep up with him. But this manual is more involving. We're not hitting any highways because we're not close to any highways, just these back roads. And I can tell you, I think I'm having more fun because it's a manual. Even at slow speeds, I'm just having more fun. There is a great turn here. Wow, look at that. Look how we came through that turn. Wow. So it's just a really balanced car, the M3. And it's a ton of performance for the money, especially at this at a used car price. With a full warranty, you can't go wrong. But M3s are getting really hard to find, so I would not buy a used M3 from anybody but a BMW dealer. You can get the whole history of the car. You know they certify this. They're only certifying the best cars, so they're not certifying every M3 that trade-in that comes there that's been modded or tuned or any of that. So you could buy this car, keep your full warranty, and then when your warranty expires, you can put a tune on it and make some big power. But it's a blast to drive. They're very reliable, and everybody who has these cars loves them. I don't know anybody that drives an M3 every day and hates his car. Wow, it just sounds so good. And there's just so much torque. I can't get over the torque of this car. So, you know, I used to be all about naturally aspirated engines and really be anti-turbo. But you know what? These turbocharged cars are really convincing me that this is the best of both worlds. Wow, a little acceleration there. What a shove. You actually see it. I get some shove in the seat, and you don't get that on the naturally aspirated engines for sure. All right, big potholes here, which we'll round with this car. It stays so flat in the turns too. I hate body roll. That's like my biggest pet peeve. And these modern cars, you could just go around turns like this at any speed, and the car just stays flat. What I like about the car is the handling. I think the handling is great. I think you get just a little hint of oversteer when you're on some of your favorite roads. I think the clutch is nice and light and very easy to use. The steering is very precise. BMW has done a good job with electric steering. I remember years ago, I think the low point of electric steering was a 2011 BMW 5 Series. That steering was just awful. But the 340 that I reviewed a couple weeks ago, and now the M3, I think the steering is really good in this car. It's a roomy car. It's very practical. I play ice hockey, so I have a big hockey bag, which is equal to 2 golf bags, and it fits easily in the trunk. Again, I can sit behind myself in the back seat, so that's really good. I can definitely use this for my real estate business, and you know, gas mileage is fine if you you know, don't drive too aggressively. We're in the middle of Bergen County here, where there really are no highways, but that's fine. So I think in Sport Plus, it's really a good car. It really comes alive, and I think that makes a big difference. I keep the suspension on comfort because, like I said, the roads are just so terrible around here. But this is actually a pretty comfortable car. I don't think it is bad at all. You know, it's sports sedan stiff, but not crazy stiff. Now these brakes will really stop you on a dime. It's really impressive, these brakes. And these are not even ceramic brakes, these are just the steel brakes. And that's why I'm a big proponent of the steel brakes, because it does the job, gets the job done, and why pay all that money for ceramic brakes? Especially when it comes time to replace them. Now, if you're gonna track the car, that's fine. You might need ceramics, but be honest with yourself how many times you're really going to the track. Now we got some smoother roads, and the ride is really good here. I have everything on Sport Plus, and you see it's still not too bouncy or anything. It still does a really, really good job. That's how I would drive this car, always in Sport Plus. So this could be your family car, this could be your weekend track car. When I had my E90 M3, I did everything. I had little kids in baby seats. It was my real estate car. It was my autocross car on the weekends, and I had that car for 6 years. And as you know, if you follow the channel, I never keep a car more than a year, maybe 2 years. And everybody said, Glenn, how do you have this car for 6 years? What's wrong? And I just couldn't find a better car to replace it with. And I think if I have an F80 M3, I would feel the exact same way. What car in this price range, new or used, is better than this car? Especially that you can, in my opinion, that you can get it in a manual transmission. Now, any dislikes of the car? Not really. The only dislike of the car, you're sitting kind of high. I'll see if I can get the seat down a little lower. Yeah, it looks like I can. So like if you've ever driven an E90 or E92 M3, it's like a little bit of a high seating position. So I would say it's still a little high, though better than those cars. I think I could get it down low enough. You see it's going down low now that, yeah, you can get it lower. Maybe, you know, better gas mileage, or if you really need all-wheel drive, but in that case, then you're better off with the M340 that I reviewed a couple weeks ago. But to me, there's nothing better than an M car. Every time I stray to either an AMG, I've had 2 AMGs, I've had 2 Audi S cars, an S4 and S8. Every time I buy something else, I always come back to BMW M. So that's what I think you guys should do too. Come back to BMW M and you'll have this car a long time, you won't regret it. BMW Tenify will get you a great price, and then what's there to worry about? Remember guys, to like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss my next video. I post new videos every week, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And if you're interested in this car or any BMW, support those that support us. So BMW of Tenify has given me 2 cars now, and if you guys buy your BMWs from them, they're going to give me more cars. So I'll hook you up with a great price. Just email me at glenscarcollection@gmail.com or call Christian or Steven directly. Their number is right here, and just tell them that Glenn sent you. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.